issues today. I'm going to be looking over there and see what YouTube is saying. Offline, online, YouTube online, YouTube online. Okay, YouTube's giving me online event notices. That's good. Okay, we've got YouTube people. Great. Okay, well, I guess Restream fixed YouTube. They gave me a message this morning. They said, we're so sorry you can't stream to YouTube this morning. I was like, well, I'm going to try it anyway. And sure enough, we're good. We're good. We're very good. We're very good. We're very good. We're good, my friend. Are we good? Are we good? I'm sorry I'm late this morning. I slept in like crazy, man. Guess I had some catching up to do on some sleep. But I did, and I feel much better. Okay, Michael, Roger, Brian, Michael Goldsmith, Susan Baker. That's David C. Baker Jr., Stephen Running. David C. Baker Jr., please take my address off Twitter. I never got a message back from you on Twitter. But will you please take that post off where you took a picture of my address and put it on Twitter? Will you please remove that? I would really appreciate that, David C. Baker Jr. Thank you. Don't post my address on Twitter. All right? All right, Steve, Karsten, Liquid, Pro, Leslie, Karsten, Debbie, Kevin, Steve, Hart. Hey, Steve's got some stuff coming. It's in the mail. Michael, we're good. How goes it? Kanye, Michael Goldsmith, so right now. Thank you, David C. Baker. Thank you. I messaged you on Twitter and you ignored my message. Just so you know, I did message you on Twitter. I told you guys, if you want to message me, Twitter's the place to message me. That means you got to check your messages too to see if I'm messaging you back. All right? Okay, good. I do like that you guys are excited that you're getting your trendy paint oil, but please do not post photographs of my P.O. box or any address information on the internet. I do appreciate that. All right? I choose to not put that stuff on Twitter. All right. So we're good. Pro Dragon. Been tweeting the hell out of me, Pro Dragon. Thank you, Nayface. Nayface. Hey, Higgins, we taking the Ferrari out today? Gonna go hang out with TC? Problem. No problem. Normal. Karsten. Good morning. Kirk. Dean. David C. Baker Jr. Thank you. Thank you, son. I appreciate that. They shut down the goddamn coffee shops in the Netherlands. Hey, Detroit, what's up? Detroit Dabber. It is deleted. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. And, you know, another thing, David, you shouldn't post your own address on the internet either. Just don't do that anymore. You and Steve Running posting your addresses out there. You guys should never put that kind of information out there on the internet. They already have a lot of information on you. The one thing they usually don't have is your home address. You give them that, and they can go out and they can start, you know, running up your credit and doing all kinds of fucked up shit. It's just more pieces of the puzzle these scammers are looking for. Might resupply is due today, Debbie. I miss Magnum PI. Morning from Mexico. Happy. I'm sure you can go back and watch the reruns. Angel, what's up? Angel, yo, good morning. Devin, hey, Devin. Don't dox yourself. Right, don't dox. No self-doxing, guys. Don't do that. Yeah, doxing is putting up somebody else's information, private information on the internet. That's called doxing. For those of you that don't know, I don't know where that name comes from. I'm sure if you thought about it, it's probably makes sense. Something probably makes sense there. Right, Karsten, yes. Donald Trump tried to secure a patent exclusively for the United States for a cure, an antidote, I should say, to the Wuhan virus. It is a nasty, nasty thing to do. You know, why would you want to be the only country that has access to something like that? It's just beyond me, but that's how Donald Trump thinks. That's nationalism over globalism. There you go. That's the difference. All of you guys who hear the word globalist and you get turned off, well, globalism would be somebody wanting to share that information, that cure with the world. Nationalism would be someone like Donald Trump holding on to that cure and not letting anybody else have access to it so that he can make himself and his own country look better than other countries. Boy, oh boy, the man is fucking sick. He's just a sick individual. One of his favorite words to use. Being able to sleep is fucking annoying, but you're alive now, so chill. Good, Josh. Good morning from apocalyptic America. Patrick, what's up? Josh, 320 in Australia. It's not funny. Fucking Corona on the beach. Fucked up. No cannabis for sale in the Netherlands. Liquid amber. Kirsten, so right. As soon available, it goes worldwide. It should. You're right, Karsten. I don't see why Americans would... oh, well, I do see why. It's because Donald Trump he thinks like that. He thinks like a nationalist. He thinks like an Adolf Hitler instead of a globalist. Somebody who wants to help the whole world. It's fucking pathetic, man. We all need to be helping each other. All countries need to be reaching out to each other. Strange day, Jackie. Right on. Dab life. Good morning, Kevin. That's a lot of exclamation points. I don't know how many. 3, 6, 9, 10 maybe? 10 times the psychotic fucking statement. With each step of an exclamation point, it's that much crazier. All right, cheers. No law regarding cannabis. Thank you, David C. Baker Jr., Bob Cantwell. Hey, Nate, how you doing, buddy? Good, Bob. How are you? Okay, so my phone is just not wanting to charge for some reason this morning. It is at 53, and I don't know what is using up my battery. What is using up all of my battery, man? No idea. I have to look at that later, I guess. So anyway, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to do a dab, I think, to get started. Rogan's over here behind me playing with his toys. He's been such a good boy today. Let's see if we can get him on there. You guys can see him. My baby boy. Get the fuck out of here, Bob! The gun was used in a murder back in 2016. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on, man. Are you pulling my fucking leg? Your neighbors had surveillance footage of the crime? You got that 2-ply, says Damiano. Dude, where's my goddamn numbers today? Let's refresh. I don't like it. All the amenities. Somebody said sorry, Nay. And I missed it. Sorry, that chat got erased. Because I was trying to refresh to get numbers. We got numbers. Good. Okay. We are going in on some Jack Herer today, dabs, and I am running a little lower on them. I'm going to try to motivate myself to make some more Jack Herer dabs. Bob says, honestly, I believe you, Bob. It's fucking crazy, man. Did I tell you? Are you glad you called the police? Huh? You glad you called the police now? Feels good, doesn't it? You did the right thing, bro. And, wow, it just blows my mind that I literally said that gun was probably used in a murder, and it was used in a crime. But, hey, just one more reason for you guys to watch me, pay attention to me, listen to me, and do as I say. I'm not here to hurt you guys. I'm here to help you. Okay? I promise you I'm not starting a cult. You got nothing to worry about. It's always going to be the same. Me getting high, you guys getting high, we talking about, the end of the world and whatnot, and you guys having to fucking take some steps so the next Wuhan virus that comes through, you guys are fucking prepared for it. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do. It's not lifted yet, but yes, you're correct. I do want to lift it. It's just not lifted yet. Now, I had this closed because it helps keep the room warmer, but I think I'd rather have some beautiful sunlight coming through, Yes, you're right. I have a big truck. I just don't have it lifted yet. Oh, it's funny. That's crazy stuff about that gun. That was a long time ago. Remember that video, Josh? Cult of Nays. Yeah. Like Cult of Dusty. Oh my goodness. So stupid. I stopped watching Dusty Smith when I figured out he was a fucking racist. You know, he does like impersonations of black people. And he tries to make black people sound dumb when he does it. I fucking hate that shit, man. I fucking hate that shit. So I was like, yeah, you're a racist. You're a piece of shit. And I can't believe you have followers. I can't even believe you have a following on fucking YouTube. It's fucking obnoxious. It took me a while, though, before I finally caught him doing it. Sometimes it's watching that gets me through my day. Someone said it's a cult around you, but I could cure him. It's not a fucking cult. Look, if this was a cult, you would all have to honor every single thing that I said without question. I would be the supreme leader. And anybody that differs from anything that I say, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be welcome. You know, a cult leader has to be godlike, has to pass himself off as like he is infallible and perfect. And he's the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, basically. Please. Are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't pass that off on maybe 3 out of all of you. Maybe 3 of you are weak-minded enough that I would be able to pass that off on. I've only seen like 3 real fucking true idiots, like cult material, come through my live stream. Usually people are a little smarter than that. It takes a whole other level of ignorance, you know, to allow yourself to be inducted into a fucking cult. It's crazy. You just laughed. The beard makes me look like a cult leader. Whatever. It's fucking funny. We're just getting high, man. We're just getting high. We're just talking about stuff. I have no desire for your money. I have no desire to have power over any of you. I have no desire to have any influence over you that would be harmful or cause any kind of problems with you. I really don't. I really don't. I say no law regarding cannabis, but I expect you guys to be smart enough to not get caught. So that's the extent of my harmful message is no law regarding cannabis. And sorry, guys, you know, that's not going to change. This is just, we live in a society with a bunch of fucking idiots, and I won't stop speaking out against them. Yeah, even Trump supporters are welcome, absolutely. I just like getting high with y'all. And we do it 3 times a day, and it's fun. And I'm glad that I'm able to give you guys a place to go so that you have something to do and you're not going crazy out of boredom, you know, and risking like these idiots I saw in Nashville that all went to a fucking country music concert. And all I could think to myself was, what a fucking bunch of idiots. What a bunch of fucking idiots. You know, in today's world, really, you're going to go out and be in a large group of people? Wow, man. Just, you couldn't wait 3 weeks? And you know what the text was underneath the photograph of all the people crowded together dancing and shit? It was like, Nashville's not being controlled, or something like that. You know, we're not letting anybody tell us what to do. And I was like, I'll see you guys in the hospital, you fucking idiots. All right, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. Cheers, everybody. Let me tell you something. Remember after the terrorist attacks, people didn't want to go out? So pundits and politicians everywhere were saying, oh, don't let terrorism dictate how you live your lives. Because then terrorism wins. Well, I told them to go fuck themselves, and I didn't go out to large public gatherings for at least a year after that. I think something that you guys should keep in mind, though, you know, if, let's say there are terrorists and they are attacking, they're dropping bombs or whatever, and you decide to stay home, and then there's some guy on the internet or a pundit on TV or a politician that's saying, hey, if you guys stay home, you let the terrorists win, okay? But I offer you this. If you're one of the people involved in the next attack, because you're out living your life, La vida loca, baby, right? Because you're not going to let terrorism control you. And then you end up being one of the people that blows up in the next terrorist attack. Well, then it looks like terrorism won. It's the exact same concept with this virus. Look, if you guys are staying home and you're not going out and partying and you're not taking your child to play dates, you know, and you're not going to the park and you're not going to the ocean and the coast and you're not going out to clubs, big fucking deal, big fucking loss. Oh, well, these are all indoctrinated activities that you think for some reason you have to go around and do. Well, I got news for you. You don't got to do any of that bullshit. And just because there's a fucking deadly virus going around the world doesn't mean that all of a sudden you need to go out and live your lives and show this virus who the boss really is. I'm not going to let you control the way I live my life. I'm free to do what I want. Well, that kind of attitude will get you killed. And that is the kind of attitude from those morons that were dancing in Nashville last night. You could have put it off for 3 fucking weeks. But no. Now, how many of those people are going to go home and get their children sick, get their grandparents sick? I don't know. This thing doesn't really seem to be killing a lot of children. They seem to be carriers. But if you are in your 30s, your 40s, or older, you can die from it. It's not about being in your 70s or 80s anymore. It's killing younger people too. And if you're a cigarette smoker, your chances are way more increased that this Wuhan virus is going to kill you, right? I've been telling you for years to quit smoking cigarettes. All of you guys that are still smoking cigarettes right now, you're in big trouble. You get this fucking virus, you got a much higher risk of dying. Now, I told you to quit smoking cigarettes not because of this, but I told you to quit smoking cigarettes, and you fucking idiots, you should have fucking listened to me. Now you're gonna get what you fucking deserve for ignoring me. Oh, but Nay, I couldn't quit. Why are you so mean to me? I couldn't quit. Well, you should have fucking quit. I told you how to fucking quit. And you need to take that fucking path right now. Because this is even more of a reason to listen to what I'm telling you to do. You need to do it to save your lives. It's just common sense, guys. You know, I'm glad I don't smoke cigarettes. If I get that Wuhan, I got a much better chance of surviving. You're over there smoking cigarettes? You don't. You could die. And if you've got asthma, or you've got COPD, or you've got heart issues, or you've got some other sort of lung issues, or you have some sort of medical issue, your chances of dying from this Wuhan went way the fuck up. And let me tell you something else. Wuhan is killing 20% more. It's 20%, 20 times deadlier than the flu. So if you get the flu, right, you have a certain chance of getting it and dying. And if you get the Wuhan, you're 20 times more likely to die. Right. What's the path to quit? Cannabis! Cannabis is the path to quit. Instead of smoking fucking disgusting cigarettes with nicotine and poison all over it, smoke fresh homegrown cannabis. And anytime you have an urge Get yourself a water bong, okay? Not a doobie, okay? Because that's just like smoking cigarettes. It's not healthy. Not a doobie, not a bowl, because there's no water filtration. Get yourself a water bong, will allow you to inhale more cannabis. And as you have that addiction, that feeling that you need to smoke a cigarette, you smoke this instead. That's how you quit. That's the path. I've been saying it for years. You know, you either choose to watch my show and listen to what I say, or you see me, you think I'm crazy, and you ignore me, and you die. You know, it's... I offer the best fucking information on the goddamn internet for survival. I really think I do. You know, stay in your homes, people. I told you to stock up on food. If you did that, you're set up. You're set up like me. I don't have to go anywhere for months. You know, I told you I had a few cases of soup. I forgot I had a lot more in there. I went and I looked. I was like, oh, God, I got a lot more food in here than I realized. I got like fucking 4 cases of minestrone soup. I've got boxes of cereal. I've got cases of almond milk. I've got hundreds of pounds of rice, which I haven't even touched. Hash, did I get you to quit smoking cigarettes? Hey, a little tough love goes a long way. A little I told you so can go a long way. And for the few people that walk away because they don't like the way that rubs their skin, I'm saving twice as many people who will listen to me. And you need a slap in the face. You need a cold glass of water splashed in your face. Whatever it is, you know, if it's me screaming at you, I don't care. If I can get you to quit smoking those fucking cigarettes, I could save your life. And if one of you guys has quit smoking cigarettes and you get that Wuhan virus and you survive, you can come thank me. Your brain shuts down from the stress. People hate facts, says Epi. Quit smoking so 2 years ago. They're talking about a bird flu thing now in China going around. Really? Wow. Fucking. It's going to be one thing after the next, maybe, huh? Maybe we're not even going to get a break. Maybe it's going to be virus after virus after virus after virus after virus now because the world is warmer. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just guessing. But, wow, another virus? 2 viruses? It's like a perfect storm, man. We've created the perfect environment for so many bad things to happen now. This heat, you know, people don't realize heat drives everything. Everything runs on heat on this planet. The more heat we create, the more bad things we're creating. And that goes for the weather too, man. And these hurricanes, you know. Chef likes alcohol. Karsten, thank you. Brett says, live to learn. Dave C. Start of the end of the world. The glaciers melting set viruses from earlier times free. Oh, man, I hope not. We don't need any more viruses, that's for sure. All right, what am I doing here? Am I actually taking this and melting it onto... I'm taking some Jack Herer syrup, and I'm going to melt it onto my Jack Herer flour here. Oh, let's smoke a bowl with the trendies. Everybody share and tell your friendies. All right, let's try to catch this thing on fire. Nay, what do you suggest when you don't have any bud to quit smoking? I suggest you go get some bud. I suggest you get a lot of cannabis. That's my suggestion, Kenny. Go get cannabis and go get a lot of it, like a quarter pound of it. Hey, it's cheaper than going to a goddamn one of these smoking quit smoking 30-day programs where you get, you know, you go in, they house you for 30 days, you don't smoke and blah blah blah. It's going to be a lot cheaper for that cannabis. I quit smoking cold turkey. Cigarettes were $3.49 when I started and almost doubled in price when I quit. Got tired of paying big tobacco and a fortune to kill me. Or Melvin, okay, here's something you did it. Because Melvin gave me an idea, Kenny. Every time you get the urge to smoke a cigarette, the money that it costs you to go buy a pack, take that money and go put it in a drawer somewhere. Or a jar. And keep putting it, and every time you want to go buy a pack of cigarettes, take the money that it would cost you to buy a pack of cigarettes and put it in the jar. And keep Keep doing that, and keep doing that, and keep doing that, and keep doing that, and keep doing that. After a while, you should have enough for a quarter pound of cannabis. It shouldn't take long. Cigarettes are really expensive. How much was the bong? How much was the bong? How much was the bong? I don't like to talk about my prices. This was a friend of mine that made this for me, and it's Walt Golden Glass, and you guys can order stuff from him, but I don't disclose what I pay for these. I will tell you this: it's probably not as expensive as you think. All right, cheers, everybody. It's Walt Golden on Facebook. Golden Glass or Walt Golden on Facebook. He'll be one of my friends. Walt Golden. Really, Titus? Oh my God. $30 a carton where I lived, and I'm trying to quit. Oh. 1 second, guys. Legend. Cheers, bro. I should take my boots off, shouldn't I? You guys want to take your shoes off with me? Come on. Let's all take our shoes off. Let's do it. It'll feel good. Take the socks off, too. My socks are scratchy and nylon-y. I do not like them. Do not like the socks. Bowflow, bowflow. I like to say it, and I say it a lot. Bowflow. Now, doesn't that feel better? Doesn't that feel better, everybody? Don't you all feel better? Where's my puppy? Where's my puppy, I say? Oh, goddamn, I'm a goddamn fucking genius. I am a goddamn fucking genius for thinking what I just thought of. Okay, here. I'm not genius, but I am a genius. Nowhere near genius, actually. Can't. I'm at work. My mother was spending $600 a month on cancer sticks. Restaurants here are drive-through only. Good afternoon, y'all. Bong Joker. Hello. Man, when I smoke a bowl with a dab of oil on top of it, I get so fucking baked. Look at me. Look at me. I really am right now. So what happened to that trick the other day you did? Did you micro? No, I hit it with a hammer. That tick. I thought you said trick. I passed a BJ's restaurant last night, and it was packed. Well, from the sound of, if you eat at a restaurant called BJ's, you probably fucking deserve to get the goddamn Wuhan virus in the first place. What a stupid name for a fucking restaurant. BJ's. Oh my God. For anybody that doesn't get the reference, sucks to be you. This is death. You're telling me the deaths are at 6,500? $600 at least a half a pound. Look at me, look at me. I wish I could find some dab in my state. I'll keep you all updated, but today's my last day smoking. Tomorrow's my quit day. Why don't you quit right now? Daryl, why don't you... this is fucking what I hate about cigarette smokers. It's always they're putting it off. It's not right now. You know what? Take those cigarettes and set them aside and put them in another room, okay? Or throw them in the freezer, which is a good place to put them. And quit smoking right now, okay? I don't want to hear that you're quitting tomorrow. You sound like fucking Jane says. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. Just one more fix. Yeah, you ain't gonna fucking quit tomorrow. Fuck that shit. You don't need a quit day. You need to quit now. It's like these motherfuckers that wait till New Year's to do shit like that. Are you an idiot? You're an indoctrinated idiot? Do you realize that between now and New Year's could be the time that you give yourself fucking lung cancer? And you're waiting because you're indoctrinated to think that a date makes it okay to quit doing something like putting poison in your body? You fucking idiots! You know, all of you New Year's resolution morons out there, you're exactly that. You're a bunch of fucking indoctrinated idiots. Change your life right now. If you need to change something, do it right now. Quit talking about it and start doing it. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Addictive talking, right, Karsten? Chantix. Sit around the rest of the day and say, if you don't quit right the very second, you're not 100% sure. It's not, it's just talking about it. Don't fucking talk about it. I don't want to hear about it. Just do it. It's like ingrained in us that it's okay for us to say, hey man, I'm going on a diet. I'm going to start a diet tomorrow. If you're not doing it right now, you're fucking weak. Is this fucking talking bullshit? Where's my water at? I thought I had some. Let me get some water really fast. Ooh, and a splash of caffeine. Maybe. Just a splash. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm gonna do a splash of caffeine. What the fuck happened here, motherfucker? Lift to begin. God damn it. Snow on the ground outside. It's beautiful. You're welcome, Dale. See? You don't need to talk about that shit. Tomorrow's my quit day. You didn't have to throw them away. It's always good to, put them somewhere in your back of your mind so you know they're somewhere. It gives you that little sense of security. I don't ever recommend throwing them out. Ever. But, good for you, bro. Good for you. I support you. I hope you get good. I've got loads of cannabis. Good. Now, smoke your cannabis wisely and only smoke it really when you feel like you need to smoke a cigarette. That's how you should do it. Replace the cigarettes with cannabis. Josh Cox, you are a fucking idiot, and I'm blocking you from my live stream because you're an idiot. And everybody, I just want you to see what Josh Cox just said. It helps kill the virus if you gargle with warm salt water in your throat anyways. And now you're blocked, dude. You know, I actually heard about this whole movement on the internet where people are giving poor advice all over the internet. They're saying the dumbest shit. You know, oh, Joe Rogan. Joe fucking Rogan. Oh, you mean if you don't get in a sauna, it doesn't help kill viruses? And the doctor was like, no, Joe, that's bullshit. And Joe was like, oh, I guess, so much for, you know, it was like saunafacts.com or something. Even fucking Joe Rogan was a fucking sucker to that bullshit. Salt water. Oh, Covfefe, so good. Yeah, people do say that warm weather will somehow control this virus, but we won't know that until it happens. And at the rate at which it is spreading right now, you know, I don't know. I guess I would say check warm areas and see how it's working out there. You really like to chat in that dimensional. Is it just right? Just leave it like that? It would be cool if I could get rid of the background, huh? That little gray background, maybe? What do you think about that? Look at that. That's kind of cool. Got rid of the background. Can almost make it invisible. Got to find the happy medium. That's kind of cool. I like it. I like it more transparent like that. No, I don't. I don't go through any kind of a deprivation. I'm personally me. No, not if I don't use cannabis. I feel fine. You know, like when I travel, I don't use cannabis when I travel, and you know, I'm fine. I went to Utah. I remember a few years ago, more like 8 years ago, and I was there for like a week or whatever. No cannabis. I was fine. But I remember when I got home and got high, and it was so good. I did a video, I remember, on my YouTube channel about that. Man, that girlfriend I had at the time, she threw a fucking. You guys don't know about this shit. She threw a cup of hot tea at me in the hotel room. And the tea went, she threw it like that, and the tea went all over the whole room, the ceiling. It got on my jacket. I was wearing a suit and a tie. We were going out. And, oh man. Yeah. I've had some real winners, let me tell you. Billy's like, what a bitch. Hey, Green. This kefefe. This kefefe, it's so good. So they say another one of the things that can make you die if you get the Wuhan virus is obesity. So I'm right there with y'all. And I'm just here to tell you, try to lose some weight. It'll make you healthier. I'm enjoying this kefefe while it's hot. I went out to my pond. The wind blew the bench totally into the water. Again, it's a swing bench too. It's a nice one. It's a love seat on a swing. Fucking aluminum base. Really nice, man. Lightweight, but that whole fucking thing is submerged. I was like, what is that orange thing? It looked like a orange pylon or an orange Homer bucket at the bottom of the pond. I was like, what is that fucking bright orange thing? And then all of a sudden it started moving. I was like, oh my God, that's all my goldfish. They were all together. It was so cool, man. It was like something out of a movie. Oh, Hash. Bullshit. Hash. Fuck that scientist in Hash Church. He can suck my dick. Fuck that shit. 3 days. Minimum. No. No, no, no. No, I have plenty of a THC effect, and I don't need to take a fucking day off, and I definitely don't need to take 3 days off, and I definitely don't need to take more than fucking 3 days off from my cannabis use. Fuck that guy, and let me tell you something else. People who take tolerance breaks from cannabis are depriving themselves, and you guys are pussies. I told you how to fucking get high, you fucking pussies. Oh, you're not getting high off your fucking cannabis? You need a tolerance break? Why don't you watch my show and I'll teach you how to fucking maximize your high. I'll show you how to get high. Watch my show and listen, you fucking idiots. You fucking 3-second rule idiots. Check off family member that's in the hospital. She's been there for 4 days. Wear a mask, Kenny. And wear gloves. And wash your hands. Was so scared that he went into the Are you literally going to go visit someone that's got the Wuhan virus? You know, they need to be quarantined. Are you going to visit them? Hash says, I trust you more. Access for all. Let me move you guys over a little bit. What do you think about this here? There we go. Yeah, I like it like that. Right there. Have been. Yeah. Lisa Sandra says, you're blocked. No, I calling them. Lisa, who are you talking to? Oh, like right now, I'm high as fuck. But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. I did mix my cannabis concentrate with my cannabis flower in one hit, and it got me really high. But I'm going to show you very simply how to maximize your bong rips, okay? It's just a couple of simple steps, and if you do them, I promise you, you won't need a fucking pussy ass tolerance break, okay? And no fucking scientist on whatever the fuck show that was, Bubble Man show, Hash Church, I forgot what it was called, um, knows better than me that's been doing this shit for years, 3 times a day, experimenting and getting all of my viewers to do it to prove that it works. Okay, so no fucking scientist is gonna stroll in here and fucking tell me any different. You guys are watching the right show when you're watching me. Because I back the shit up with my own fucking experimentation. And here we go. All right, get yourself a bong. Okay, preferably a water bong. All right, this one's got a little ash in it, and my garbage can is in the other room. Let me go grab that. Okay. Great. Now, get yourself. This is how to get high. This is how to maximize for being stupid for visiting sick people. Well, I mean, look, the person who is sick, maybe they don't have Wuhan virus. I have to read this stuff really fast. And he said something about, they've got flu symptoms or something. Maybe they don't have the Wuhan virus, and that would be fine. But to just go in, if they're in a hospital, you shouldn't be going to a hospital. If you're healthy, those people need to stay isolated, and they'll be okay without you being there. They'll be just fine. I know it gets lonely, and I know it sucks, but I'm sure they wouldn't want you risking your health by coming in that fucking hospital, because there could be people in there with the Wuhan. It could be anyone. They could have touched anything. As soon as you open the door, you could get Wuhan virus. You don't know. You could be the next person. It's spreading really fast. I tell you guys not to go anywhere, and here you are saying, I'm going off to go visit a sick blah blah. What? I have to call that out and say, look guys, don't be that guy. Stay home. Okay? Your sick friends, they'll be just fine. Don't travel around. Fucking God fucking damn it, man. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, oh, you're blocking me because I'm mean? Lisa Sandroff. Lisa, you're blocking me because I'm mean? Really? I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to not be mean anymore. And you guys are noticing too, man. The other day, I had someone come in and they said something that was just factually incorrect. And they said that this person said was that the government has hid heaters that are melting the polar ice caps. And what I said to them was, look, you can't come on my live stream and talk like that because it's just not true. You have nothing to back that up with. Oh, she said everyone's talking about it. And I said the only people that are talking about that are fucking idiots. I said, so don't be one of those idiots. I don't think I even said that. And I got jumped on for that. And I asked the tradies, I was like, hey, was I being rude? And they were like, no, man, Robert Mulligan is here? What? And they were like, No, man, you were like being way nice this time. This was like the nicest you've ever been. You were like shockingly nice, Nate. So funny. I'm trying to be nice, man. I really am. And I want you guys to notice that. Hey, maybe you could tweet this and put this out on Facebook and stuff, YouTube, whatever. Say, hey, Trendy As Dabbers, he's nicer now. That could be my new thing, man. All right, so we got this. Anyway, we're talking about this is how you maximize your cannabis. So I've got a bowl packed. Okay, it's just some regular Jack Herer flower. It's in a water bong. Okay, and it's all about breathing and maximizing the amount of smoke that you can get in your lungs, and the amount of time, the length of time, the duration that you can keep that smoke in your lungs to keep, thank you, Bad Bad Blue Jaws, absorbing the THC into your lungs. You've heard people like, scientists on fucking, Bubble Man's goddamn Hash Church or whatever say bullshit. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was ever discussed, this stupid 3 to 5 second rule, where people actually believe that your lungs are only capable of holding in or absorbing that THC smoke for 3 to 5 seconds. It's bullshit. And the way you can prove that to yourself is exhale all your air, do a bong hit, hold it in. As you're holding it in, you'll see you're getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. With each second that you hold it in, you're getting higher and higher. Way past 5 seconds. Man, 20 seconds in, you're getting so high that you're starting to think, man, I need to exhale this because I think I might pass out. It's happened to me many times, holding hits in. And it's not from oxygen deprivation, which is bullshit, because I can hold my breath for almost 2 fucking minutes, and I don't get fucking woozy from doing it. You guys could probably hold your breath, all of you could probably hold your breath for almost a minute, I'm sure, if you don't smoke cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes, I'm sure you can hold your breath for 30 seconds. You don't get fucking dizzy when you do that, do you? No, I'm not getting dizzy. I'm getting fucking high. I'm getting so high that it's about to green me the fuck out. Unconscious. And that's not oxygen deprivation. Because I'll show you another thing you can do to prove that all those fucking idiots that ever said 3 to 5 second rule are wrong. Are you ready? Inhale your bong rip, like blow out all your air, take a bong rip, hold it in. Okay, then when you're feeling like you need some air, you're holding it in a long time, blow out a little smoke to make room in your lungs. Not all of your hit. Keep most of your hit down in your lungs. Blow out a little, and then suck in some more oxygen into your lungs. And all of a sudden, you're okay. You don't need to exhale. But then your lungs start taking in more THC, and you start getting more high, and then you will have the urge to exhale that smoke because you're getting so high, not because you can't breathe, because you just took air into your lungs. But you'll see it literally circulates the system inside it. It supercharges it. That's exactly what it does. When man, why haven't I thought of this before? When you are doing a bong rip and you exhale a little bit and you inhale air, you're supercharging that smoke inside your lungs, moving it around, and it is working your lungs, and you're bringing in more THC into your bloodstream. I guarantee it. And if you could do it long enough, when you exhale, you might blow out no smoke at all. That's because your body has taken in all of the THC. And there's no 3 to 5 second bullshit rule that determines that. It's how long can you hold your breath for, and that's what I'm about to show you. Because, Rob, there is no science behind lung absorption capacity. There's no science. There's no studies. That's why. There's actual studies. 99% of climate scientists now agree that the globe is warming and that it is driven by human activity. 2 totally different things, Rob. How's it going, buddy? All right, so here we go. The first step is to exhale all the air out of your lungs. The second step is to try to do as big of a bong hit as you can. And when you're done with it, breathe in a little bit of air after it. That will clear your esophagus. This whole, I know you were, Rob. It'll clear this whole neck area. And then all the smoke will be down here in your Jimi Hendrix. And when your smoke is down here, Jimmy's rocking. And that's where you want to keep your smoke for as long as you can. What I like to do is, what else is new, bro? Let's do some mixy mixersons. I like to blow smoke rings because I'm only letting out a little bit at a time. Just a little puff, little puff, little puff. All that smoke is still in there. Now, if you hold it in, you don't blow smoke rings, even better. But I'm blowing the smoke rings to show you how much smoke I still have in my lungs. And while I'm blowing those smoke rings, I'm getting higher and higher and higher. It's getting harder for me to read what you're saying on the screen. It's getting harder for me to focus. Sometimes I can't comprehend what's being said or come up with an answer. Or I literally start losing vision. You know, things get blurry. My eyes can't focus until I exhale, lean back, get some oxygen in my lungs, and I'm like, whew, and high as fuck. That's the system that I use. With that system, I guarantee you, you will conserve massive amounts of who's Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy Hendrix. Massive amounts of cannabis. Okay? Are you ready? Now remember, first step, exhale all your air. Second step, bong hit. Third step, inhale a little bit of air after to get it down in your Jimmy. Hold it and hold the hit for as long as you can. None of that 3 to 5 second bullshit. And if you want to get even more high, put your bong down, get up, and do a lap. Walk around your room perimeter like this. Be very careful. Be very, very careful when you do that. Okay? Because if you walk around your room perimeter, it's gonna, and while you're holding the hit in, you're circulating your blood, you're pumping your adrenaline, and it is taking in more and more THC. You will see that when you sit down, you might have the urge to exhale at that point because you will be so freaking high after you take that lap. There's other things you can do too. You don't have to get out of your chair. You can do exercises, you know, with your arms, which I should be doing because my right arm, I can barely lift it still. You know, you could do this. You know, you can move. Just move your whole body. You know, you can dance. You'll see. Do some, you can even, you know, this is a great one. Stand up and sit down a couple times. It takes a lot of energy. Just to stand up and sit down a couple times. It takes a lot of energy. While you're holding that hit in. But be very careful. I told you it's going to get you really high. You could pass out. You could knock your head on something. You could pull a chuck and, you know, get hurt or worse, die. So remember that. Be in a safe place when you try this. And you will conserve your cannabis. You won't. And, you know, if you're not trying to get so high to pass out, you can only smoke half of what I'm telling you to do, but do the same thing that I'm telling you to do, and I'm telling you, you'll get more high. It's all about holding that hit in. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm late. Okay, now it's quarter of the hour. Cannabisism, tism for all. Cheers. Remember, deep breath. Blow it all out. Cheers. Now hold it in. Take in a little oxygen and repeat. Now I'm getting really high. I just supercharged it. Wow. Now, if you did what I just did, you should be getting really freaking high. And if you've been doing that 3-second bullshit, remember, breathe deeply after the bong rip. Breathe a couple of deep. And another thing I forgot to tell you is while I'm hitting it, I'm letting a little air in on the side. While I'm letting a little air in to cool it. Just, you know, I'm letting a little bit of air in while I'm doing the bong rip. Just, it helps cool it as it's going down in your esophagus. And just sit with that. And see, now I'm high as fuck. I can feel the high up in the top of my head. Like a high halo. Just floating above my head right now. You know? Mr. Baba Blue Draws is on it. 3 minutes until 4:20. 3 minutes until 4:20. Baba Blue Draws. Baba Blue Draws. Baba Blue Draws. 3 minutes until 4:20. Baba Blue Draws. 3 minutes until 4:20. Baba Blue Draws. We're just smoking that goddamn Jack Hare today. Woo! Randy Church. Randy Church. Your little party cones remind me of my little pepperoncinis, but my little red hot peppers back. Hey, one of my pepper lights is out. God damn it. One of my goddamn peppers broke. One of my goddamn pepper lights is out. I don't like it. I do not like it. I do not like having a pepper light out. I'm glad to see, though, that when light goes out, it still works. Don't you hate those ones when one light goes out, the whole fucking chain blows? Do you prefer a glass? Eddie Haynes says, where's my, let me get my guy. Here, you can talk to Sophisticated Nay, he'll tell you. Oh, yes, what was that? Eddie Haynes is asking Sophisticated Nay, do you prefer a glass nail or a titanium nail? Well, let me see. A glass nail or a titanium? I say, whatever I have is what I shall use. I really don't care, as long as I know the cool down time differs from each. So if I have a glass nail, it cools down at a different time than a quartz nail, then it cools down from a titanium nail. And the cool down time is the time you need to know so that you can do what you need to do on the dabba. Okay. Off to do some mixersons. 4:20. It is. And I need to get a dab on deck. I need to get a dab on deck. I need to get a dab on deck. You know, Robert, if you ever had a request, you know, if you ever wanted me to play any of your music and shit, just let me know what to play, bro, or give me a link or whatever. I'll play whatever the fuck you want me to play on here. You know? You know, I would especially love, Rogan was over here trying to get my attention. I ignored him. Rogan, I love you. I'm sorry I ignored you. I love you. I'll give you some lovey. I'm so sorry. Now Smoking, for instance. I wouldn't mind playing some Now Smoking clips for the audience. I think they would love some Now Smoking puppet show action from Robert Mulligan. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism isn't for all. Cheers, everybody. Mixers. Why do dabs make you sweat? Because when you inhale cannabis into your body, your adrenaline gets a kick. So if you have a large amount of THC enter into your body, your adrenaline kicks in more. And when your adrenaline kicks in more, it increases your metabolism. And when your metabolism kicks in, you can sweat. You can feel like you have to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. It can make you really hungry. You know, it can have all of these different effects on your body. And concentrating that cannabis in a hit like that will, or a big bong rip. You do a big bong rip and you hold it in for a long time, you can get a sweat too. Rob Mulligan's comment last night. I don't know what happened to Robert Mulligan. Debbie, are you in Canada? Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Canada. Are you in Canada, Debbie? Debate, Karsten. Debatey. Oh, he said, did he say debatey, or did he say mixy mixertons? Did he say debatey-tons? So educational. Eddie, right on. Oh, you're in Massachusetts. Oh, I was close. Massachusetts is close to Canada. Eh? You're close to Canada, eh? Right on the border, eh? You gotta watch out for the Mounties, eh? The Canadian Mounted Police, eh? They'll come over and they'll put you, they'll show you who's in charge, eh? They're the boss of you, eh? You better watch them, eh? You tell them Canadian, you tell them you know the Canadian criminal code like the back of your hand, okay? And you're gonna eat this, you're gonna do what you want. You're gonna eat this bacon, and you're gonna have your 2-4, and they're gonna go away, eh? You tell them. Daniel, what's up? Trinity Paint Oil is not sold out like the TP. No, man, I got a 5-gallon bucket, guys. So we're good. You guys, I wouldn't mind showing it to you. I just hate carrying it around. I don't want to splash it around and shit. But literally, there is a 5-gallon bucket right behind that wall right there. You hoser, eh? Take off to the Great White North, eh? Take off to the Great White North, eh? Debbie is French. I am French Canadian. Okay, but you're in Massachusetts. I was close. Massachusetts is close to Canada. Okay, Google. How far away is Canada from Massachusetts?
Canada is 1,810 miles from Massachusetts.
It's not that far. It's pretty far. I thought it was closer than that. Yeah, you're almost 2,000 miles away, eh? That's pretty far, eh? I don't know what I was thinking, eh? You're way out there. You're far away from Canada, eh? Take off, eh? Is that how the crow flies? In your opinion, how long do you think this virus will last? How long do vaccines usually take to make? Okay, Bob, you're asking me questions like I'm some kind of an authority on this. Let me just say, okay, I know nothing about what I'm about to say, so there's a disclaimer. I don't know. In my opinion, how long do I think it's going to last? I think it's going to last a really long time, man. I think with, morons like the people you had in Nashville last night, all going into a tight-quartered nightclub to go listen to country music, I don't know how you're going to fucking stop it. You know, I don't know how you're going to stop it. Everyone seems to have some place to go, something to go do. Like this guy that was on here earlier, he says, I got to go sick relative to go visit. No, you don't. You've got to stay in your home and do your responsibility as a member of this fucking society. Like the rest of us should all be staying in our homes. Nobody should be going anywhere. You know, for about 3 weeks. If we did that, we'd be all right. But if we do that individually, you'll be all right. You know, and if you listened to me and you stocked up on stuff, basic stuff, I told you guys to get rice. I told you where to get it. I told you it was cheap. Yeah, I may not have told you about my soup kitchen. But, you know, cases of soup are easy to store and they last for a very long time. And it's delicious. Delicious soup, man. I had a meal the other night. The soup and a couple of tacos, little frozen tacos. Taco, taco, taco. Taco, taco, taco. And if I didn't have the tacos, I could have 2 cans of soup. You know? I'm good for months. I've left my house to drop your paint oil in the mail and got right back in my truck, stopped at my mailbox, got my mail, and went right the fuck home. That's it. That's the only place I've gone. I don't want to go anywhere else. The manure's already composted, bro. You're fine, man. If the manure is already composted, you're not just putting in manure. You're putting in composted manure. You should be fucking fine. You're fine. Bro, you should be able to almost plant directly into composted manure. So, add perlite. Do you have perlite? Get some big fucking bags of perlite. Nine square feet. It's 3 foot by 3 foot. What is it? You said 19 square feet of topsoil. It's like 4 by 4, 4.5 by 4.5, something like that. Eves, Karsten, Debbie. Yeah, Karsten, we all have improvements. I do too, a lot. Got a lot to go, bro. But, you know, when I was pulling my rice in from getting it shipped here, the guys that were doing my solar were like, "You're a prepper, huh?" And I was like, "I want to be." They were like, "Right on, man." They were so down with what I was doing. They saw me loading these huge bags of rice into my house. Well, Billy, can you go get the perlite, bro? Can you order it or whatever? You should definitely load it with perlite, brother. You know, if there's all I see room, I don't know how much coconut husk you have, but I don't know how much room for oxygen and water storage coconut husk offers. Yeah, get you some bags of perlite, bro. Mix that in there. Bottom of the hour, cannabisism tisms for all. Did we lose Bad Blue Jaws? Baba Blue Jaws. We lost Baba Blue Jaws, didn't we? I could tell, man. See, I could tell when I lose some of y'all. See, no more countdown, no more tree mins. No more tree mins, yo. No more heads up warnings, man. He must have had to go. He must have had to go. Broken fucking chair. I wonder how long I'm gonna sit in a broken chair for. And does it drive you guys crazy that I'm in this sideways shit? I don't even notice it. I didn't even notice it till just now, actually. But it is really sideways. Oh, you're here! Ah! You're here. That rarely happens, man. You are here. Oh, we're smoking, son. We're smoking. That's what's up. Yes. Indeed. Okay, we need to heat this and clean it. Shall we do that? Let me get some alcohol on a paper towel. Give me a second. I want this to be clean. I don't want to put this resin all over my freaking desk. Two tractor scoops. 8 by 2 by 8 inches. 8 inches. 8 inches. Okay, paper towel, little bit of alcohol. Okay, that is exactly what we needed. Right there. Now. It is cold outside. We are going to heat this. All right. And voila. Clean. Perfectly clean. Yes. Except for the tip there. Have to get the tip, of course. There we go. Nice and clean. Perfect for some more poking, which we shall be doing plenty of in the future. Our poker is ready for poking. Eight inches deep. 8 inches deep. Can you go deeper than that, dude? Can you go like 2 feet deep, bro? Let me tell you something, man. This guy that I know, his holes that he dug, he did with the backhoe, they were 6 feet or 8 feet deep, the holes. They were huge. He was digging those for cannabis plants. His problem was, my plants were bigger. His problem was, he put his plants in really late and they were really small when he put them in. They weren't like, he just put in little tiny plants. So. Exhale, right? God, wrote this. Exhaled, you're so funny. All right, bottom of the hour. Cannabis is a tis for all. No law regarding cannabis, I like to say. Trendy oil t-shirts are available at trendyasdabbers.com and in my closet back there. Just so you know, that's where everything is. It's right back there in my closet. Got a bunch of these in white, in ash, and like this one in black, with the Trendy Paint Oil logo on the front. Available in many different sizes. Dig that native soil down 2 feet, bro. Right? Then mix your native soil in with all of that good stuff you got. And then throw it back in. What do you think of that idea? Go deep. Go at least 2 feet deep. I mean, if you've got a tractor. I'm saying to take that native soil, just pull it up, mix it in with what you've got, and then put your perlite in with that, you know, and, you know, do you have bone meal? Do you have bone meal and blood meal and fish bone meal? Do you have all that shit, Billy, to throw in there too? You know, some ocean harvest, marine cuisine, you know, any kind of a slow release fish-based fertilizer that you could throw in there. Bro, I'll tell you everything you should put in there, man. And it'll fucking, you'll be all hooked up. It's probably all listed at How to Grow 4 Pounds link on trendyasdabbers.com. Right here at trendyasdabbers.com. Thank you, Hash, for that. Oh, God, yes. Yes, Billy. I'm going to tell you the 3 B's, okay, Billy? Here are the 3 B's. Bat guano, blood meal, and bone meal. Those 3, okay? Get those. Then get your fish meal. Then get your fish bone meal. Then get your alfalfa meal. Get your cottonseed meal. Get your kelp meal. Get your, okay, once you get all those meals, get your marine cuisine or ocean harvest or whatever, slow time release, like a 350, you know, something like that. Sometimes it's like 1150. Sometimes it's a little higher in the nitrogen side, but get that slow release fish fertilizer, okay? And hopefully, I don't know if you've got any vegetable compost that you've been starting, bro, but hopefully you could throw your vegetable compost in there. Why is White Widow so hard to find? Eddie, I don't know. Maybe you should start growing it, you know, if there's a demand for it. How come old school strains like blueberry? Yeah, blueberry, you know, I don't know. I think you could probably find those if you probably search them on Google. You find seed banks like Gorilla Seed Bank and the other ones that are out there. I like Gorilla Seed Bank UK. Started to compost in 55-gallon drums out back. Oh, great. So you're going to mix in that vegetable compost as well with all that shit. Bro, when you pull up that dirt, that extra 1.5 feet of dirt, and you mix it in with all your other dirt, you throw in all that stuff, put your perlite in there, put your husk in there, get yourself some potash. Get yourself Epsom salts. Okay? Get yourself There's more good stuff in there, man. Just fucking load it up, bro. Hey, Lori. My dog needs some loving, I'm afraid. So cute. My little doggy. Right. Karsten, all of this information has always been available at trendyasdivers.com under the link that says how to grow 4 pounds at the top of the screen. It's always there. You don't have to watch the video. Stream ends. Stream ends. There's the warning. What else am I forgetting? Oh, that's a good one. The ash from burnt wood, for instance, it's called biochar, bro. You can buy it or you can make it yourself. Just burnt fucking ash from sticks and logs. That's it. So if you've got a fire pit that's full of ash from just wood, you could take, and cardboard works too. You could take that ash and throw that in your soil too, man. It's really good for your soil. Really good. It's like supercharges your soil. Oh my goodness. Bro, I forgot. Mycorrhizae. You can add mycorrhizal bacteria to the to this too. You can get a whole bag of it, man, and throw that on there too. You know? I mean, if you've got your vegetable compost, you're going to already have those, but adding it is great. You know? I highly recommend all this stuff. I like watching you telling us things about cannabis. All right. Well, guys, I've got to go for now. But I hope you enjoyed the hour and a half. Remember, stay at home. Don't go anywhere. All right? Order your stuff from Amazon or wherever. Hopefully Amazon still delivers. But I will see you on the next live show. No law regarding cannabis. I will see you guys at on Twitter. That's Trendy as Dabbers on Twitter, guys. Go get your Twitter accounts rolling over there. All right? Bye, y'all. Cody Stock. Come get stopped right now. Cody Stockton just said, I just did what you told me to do with the smoking, and I am so high right now. I just did what you told me to do with the smoking, and I am so... Right? I'm high at the end of every show because of that. Because I blow those smoke rings. I'm getting so high, and that's why I stopped smoking. Because I am, I don't need to smoke anymore. And it lasts so much longer. And you guys, if you do that, if you hold them in, you'll see. And then as you quit smoking cigarettes, you'll have the capacity to hold your breath in longer. You'll see. You're really killing yourselves with those cigarettes. So consider that. All right. Bye, guys.